This is News 8 on Wood TV, honoring Black history.
You know, there's more to our history than what you may find in a classroom. The kind of history that's not recorded in textbooks.
Our stories are deeper than the roots of slavery and are even richer when we author them.
So in this chapter, we invite you to learn from us as we go deeper into our minds, bodies, and souls. Good evening, everyone. Glad you're here. I'm Donovan Long.
And I'm Whitney Burney. During the transatlantic slave trade, black people were taken from their homelands and brought to the Caribbean, South America, and the U.S. for free labor.
And in the centuries to follow, enslaved people lost their native languages, traditions, and family lines. It's made it difficult for some black families to find out where they come from.
There's a sense of pride in discovering your roots. It can give you power, build esteem, and shape your purpose. But it's an ancestral path that's challenging for some to travel.
As a black person, not only are you researching, but you have to research. Now, this is an ancestral chart.
Genealogy buff Cynthia Bailey says there is a way to start the process.
You start with yourself. They have these charts. You start with yourself. You start with your siblings, your parents, your grandparents, and kind of get a roadmap to go there.
Bailey says she started recording her family's history after a cousin who kept family records died. She recommends first turning to living family members to get all the information you can, and then to the local library, a well of records.
But here you have obituaries.
Bailey says obituaries and census data are some of the best resources. Libraries also keep records on past occupations.
Let's say that you had a person that was a mechanic or a realtor, banks.
There might be in a record down here.
Yeah.
Bailey says the Great Migration, where black people moved north in droves for jobs and opportunities, means most black people will have to look at records in other states too. And if you're able to trace your ancestors back to slavery, you're likely to run into challenges there also.
When you get to the slave records, that's your brick wall, and now you're looking for your history through the white slave owners. But your history, that's where it ends. I mean,
why is it that way? Were the records just not upkept in a lot of these places?
Well, we weren't people. We were chattel. It's great that you have these pictures.
During our interview, I showed Bailey a family tree my family put together more than 10 years ago.
So this here is my dad's great-grandfather, so my great-great-grandfather, born in 1858.
Tracing our tree back to at least one relative born into slavery in Mississippi.
But this is a good example of showing you have pictures. This is a great way of doing it. History of Kent County.
Bailey says although you may never get all the answers to your family history, knowing where you come from can give you a better idea of where you're going.
Do you feel like all of this work that you put in is worth it to know your family history?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's fun. You have buried treasure somewhere. You might find something good. You might find something bad, but you'll find something.
Well, Grand Rapids is home to many black-owned businesses, but one has been serving the community for nearly a century. Emily Leonard went inside Brown's Funeral Home to understand its legacy as the city's oldest black-owned business.
The oldest African-American black-owned business in Grand Rapids started in 1925 by Mr. Milo M. Brown.
You can feel the legacy of Milo M. Brown everywhere you turn in Brown's Funeral Home.
That's Mr. Milo Brown right there. These are all the things that he has achieved here in Grand Rapids.
Nathaniel Moody took over Brown's Funeral Home in 2019 from his brother-in-law, Michael B. Johnson, who owned it for 33 years. As the business nears the century milestone, Moody is only the funeral home's third owner. He started working here in the mid-1970s and later was an apprentice under Milo Brown.
I started cutting the grass here, cutting the grass, washing windows, and helping out with funerals, dressing and casketing.
Providing a service to the community during some of the most difficult days of their lives. It's a point of pride for Moody. Another example of how he's following through on Milo Brown's legacy.
His philosophy was he wanted this funeral home to be a funeral home that would excelled in beauty and the service would cost less.
Brown, who attended mortuary school with all-white classmates, graduated at the top of his class. When he returned to Grand Rapids, the prejudices of the day stood in his path as he started and then built his business.
And there was a time in life where Mr. Brown could not buy caskets from certain casket companies in those days. There was a time where he could not use cemeteries in certain areas in those days. So if we really want to talk about history, we've come a long way in terms of where we used to be. So those are celebratory things.
On the day we visited Brown's funeral home, there was a visitation in the chapel for the recently departed Thelma Woods. The mood was festive as family and friends gathered and greeted each other. Her son told me it was an honor to have our news crew there on the day their mother was going home.
A lot of our funerals are celebratory because we are a race of people who are connected, intertwined with one another in terms of our relationships with one another, and that we see death as a celebration, even though it is emotional. We still celebrate the person who lived.
Booty is looking ahead to future celebrations of life by planning Brown's next chapter. The building on Jefferson Avenue Southeast is two houses that were joined together years ago. Plans are underway now for a new Brown's funeral home so the legacy can continue.
We find ourselves in a position where we're still going strong, but needed changes must be made. So we're continuing a legacy that Mr. Brown had to the community. That's the purpose of us wanting to build a new funeral home, to make sure that we give back to the community.
Some students will go through all of grade school without having a black teacher. It's a nationwide problem that even West Michigan educators are hoping to solve. But as districts work to increase diversity in the classroom, many learners are left wondering, where are the black teachers? In a place where books are paramount,
that makes me feel a lot stronger.
Children don't always find characters they relate to.
Malachi, have you ever had a black teacher before?
Well, no, not personally.
Malachi Eddy is 12 years old. He says he's only seen one black woman lead a classroom, and it wasn't his.
Would it be, in your opinion, beneficial to have a black teacher?
Yes, definitely.
Why do you say that?
I would be able to relate to that teacher a lot more, and they might even teach me stuff that might be more helpful than if other teachers taught me stuff, and that would be really cool.
Research shows black students who have at least one black teacher by 3rd grade are 13% more likely to graduate from high school and 19% more likely to enroll in college than their black peers who don't have any black teachers.
Having racially and ethnically diverse teachers, and specifically black teachers, in a school environment socializes children to an extent that they won't even necessarily realize.
So do you want it to be a replica of what that looks like?
Eddie's mom, Anissa, says the diversity would benefit white students too.
To have that in a teacher can disrupt stereotypes, can dispel myths, and can really help them to have a personal reference point when they think about a whole cultural group.
Eddie accounts for about 32% of black students enrolled in the Grand Rapids Public Schools District.
Check your answer.
Of the 1,022 teachers who work in the district,
everyone has their
6% of them are black, most of them working with elementary students.
Why is it such a shortage of black and brown men and women who are teachers?
I think from a societal standpoint, we've kind of beat up on teachers, both literally and culturally, where it doesn't always feel appealing.
GRPS Superintendent Dr. Ledrian Roby says she is working to recruit and retain more black teachers, but it's an uphill climb.
So we have some work to do in GRPS.
How many people end up with 8?
She says low pay, a lack of respect, and unpleasant memories as black grade school students also discourage black people from becoming educators.
Black and brown students who are more likely to be identified for special education remedial supports, that sends a message too that, again, that's not for me.
Research shows one of the best ways to encourage and inspire black children is to hire more black male teachers. There are only 14 of them teaching in GRPS, compared to 49 black women teaching in the district.
A male teacher of color, that's almost, it's like a unicorn.
Now imagine if that character existed in Eddie's story. Just maybe, It could make this chapter of his life,
if they can do it, I can do it,
the best one yet.
I just think that would be really cool and really amazing to have a black teacher.
Well, we are going to take a short break now, but coming up, we'll take a look at the legacy of historically black colleges and universities, why they are safe havens for people of color and birthplaces for black love stories.
Plus, how a homegrown market is working to nourish underserved communities at risk for health issues. Inner city communities are historically plagued with health problems due in part to a lack of access to quality food.
That's why Southeast Market was created. Workers now celebrating a year in business with plans to keep growing. News 8's Joe LaFergie shows us how they serve their neighbors.
Building a source for healthy food here in Southeast Grand Rapids has been the main focus of Southeast Market, but there is much more to their mission.
There's really no solution to regenerating soil outside of compost.
So Southeast Market has partnered with Wormies, a company that's turned 9,000 pounds of food waste and counting into compost, and not just from the market.
There's 50 households that bring their food scraps here and dump it in there.
Sustainability and equity by way of healthy eating, education, and economic development all play a role in the Southeast Market's goals. The minority-owned business marked its one-year anniversary on Martin Luther King Day.
The last year has been a wild ride for us. We learned a lot, and we've also felt truly humbled and grateful by all of the support of our community.
The market, located on Kalamazoo Avenue, just south of Hall Street, serves the 49507 zip code. One of the most diverse areas of Grand Rapids, it's also one of the most underserved when it comes to healthy food shopping choices. Co-founder Alita Kelly knows the challenges. She grew up here.
Access is one key element of supporting a neighborhood, access to healthy food, but education is another piece, and affordability is huge.
As much food as possible is sourced from local farmers of color. Prices stay low thanks to donations, grants, a subscription program, and other income sources.
There's a lot of creative ways that we're working in community with specific partners to mobilize our food.
The lack of healthy eating habits has plagued the area for generations. Kelly admits the problem won't be solved overnight.
I'm committed to staying here and seeing how far we can go with this project, but it's going to take a lot of community collaboration and a lot of data collection to really see what we've been able to do and what is possible.
But in her heart, she knows the market is making a difference.
Because I'm from here, I'm able to really see the shift. I know where we've been, and I can see where we're headed.
Coming up, funk, hip-hop, R&B, all part of the soundtrack of the black community.
And jazz is no different. Still ahead, how a local musician is keeping the beat alive. Welcome back. We want to honor Black history with the sounds of jazz music. A West Michigan performer is taking us inside the genre to talk about its influences on Black culture. Jacqueline Francis has this story.
Historically, this drum was used as communication.
Its roots can be traced back to times of slavery.
When we play this rhythm, we're going this way or that way. It's information. This is all information, the drum and the dance.
Jazz musician Kevin Jones keeping the beat for this West African dance class at Western Michigan University. Days, a lot of his time is spent in the classroom, teaching percussion and assisting in the dance departments at schools across the area. It's a more intimate stage than those he shared with jazz icons like the Isley Brothers and Whitney Houston, spending the late 80s as the percussionist on her world tour.
How cool was that?
Oh, it was very cool.
Is she cool?
Oh, very cool.
So is his life here in West Michigan. Think of it as his second act. Bringing the soothing tones of jazz to the heart of Grand Rapids, performing at West Michigan's only dedicated jazz club, GR Noir, where he's also the artistic director. Booking standalone performances, or his favorite, putting together a jam session.
It's the crux of jazz. Getting 3, 4, 5 people on stage and picking a topic, and you conversate with each other. You have dialogue through music.
An experience that pulls the audience in, quoting the musicians that came before him, encouraging everyone to give it a try.
He says that jazz knocks the dust off of everyday life. I think that's a perfect metaphor for this music. It makes people come out of what their troubles, whatever is going on in their life. Allows you to tap your foot or bop your head, or even dance in some cases.
Reporting in Grand Rapids, Jacqueline Francis, News 8.
For many black students, home is where HBCUs are. They are places of acceptance and a learning environment that celebrates being black in America. Historically black colleges and universities were born out of segregation, but are also held together by the love of its students. If time could stand still,
You had to dust these off.
this couple
That is funny.
would have hit pause
Wow.
a long time ago.
She had on this dress and she had this glow. And I saw the glow and I was like, man, this is beautiful. And
Lee Moyer reflects on that glow in these yearbook photos of his wife, Tanya, at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. That's where they met.
so that's what A&T, I think, did for me, for sure. But it led me to my wife.
As a child of an A&T grad, Lee went to this historically black university because it was in his blood.
For me, that was it all day long.
Tanya went because it was in her destiny.
I remember stepping foot on A&T's campus and went, this is where I want to go. I felt that sense of community when I went to the university, just to visit.
HBCUs like A&T were started in the 1800s for former slaves and free black people. Black churches, white missionaries, and philanthropists played a role in the founding of HBCUs, giving African Americans access to education since they were once denied that human right.
When you go to a HBCU, you know what it feels like to belong.
But it gives you pride for being black in America and being able to go out and be successful.
Since their inception, the U.S. Department of Education reports HBCUs have provided undergraduate training for 75% of all black Americans holding a doctorate degree, 75% of all black officers in the armed forces, and 80% of all black federal judges. Notable grads include Oprah Winfrey, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Megan Thee Stallion, Will Packer, 2 Chainz, and the late Chadwick Boseman.
You have a chance to see people like you, interact with people like you, and people are there to achieve and be scholarly.
And most importantly, a family, especially during homecoming.
If you've seen Beyonce's Coachella performance, that gives you a snippet of what it's like to be at an HBCU homecoming. There is nothing like it.
Wyoming High School junior Ulea Powell longs for this experience.
It would be monumental for me. It's about kind of putting that that knowledge back into my community.
Powell says she wants to go to a HBCU that will best prepare her to become a lawyer.
I want to be someone, that you know, people remember and that people can look up to and be proud of.
With a little time, anything is possible for future HBCU students like Powell.
I've really been looking at Howard and Carolina A&T. Those are like my top 2 right now.
And who knows, she could meet the love of her life while having the time of her life, just like these HBCU grads.
Can I get an Aggie Pride?
Aggie Pride.
Well, still ahead, we take you back to see how the civil rights movement was pushed forward right here in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, how it all started with a black dentist trip to a local movie theater. Most students could probably tell you the story of Rosa Parks, but few have ever heard of Dr. Emmett Bolden.
Bolden was a black dentist in Grand Rapids. Here's how he pushed forward civil rights back in the 20s.
In the early 20th century, theaters were a pillar of the American social scene. But only certain patrons were allowed the best view.
Even though Michigan had a civil rights law on the books since I believe the 1890s, it really wasn't enforced. And the operators of private businesses like theaters had a regular practice of only allowing black patrons to sit in the very worst seats up in the balcony.
But one December night in 1925 would be the catalyst to change that here in Grand Rapids, when Dr. Emmett Bolden, one of the first black dentists in the area, attempted to see a show at Keith's Theater.
He and a friend went to the theater. They tried to buy a seat on the main floor, and they were refused. They were told they could only sit in the balcony, and then, of course, the next people in line behind them were white, and the theater operator sold them seats on the main floors.
Dr. Bolden then teamed up with the NAACP and attorney Oliver Green, the first black man to join the Grand Rapids Bar Association, to file suit against the theater. In the first trial, they lost. The court ruling that private businesses could refuse service to anyone. After they appealed, taking the case all the way to the Michigan Supreme Court, a landmark victory in the case in 1927. The justices ruling separate but equal accommodations were unconstitutional. Despite the magnitude of the case, only national black publications covered the story, local papers never touching it.
People don't want to think about the racist history in Grand Rapids, and they don't want to confront it, right? Rosa Parks happened in the South. That's far away. We all know that there was racism in the South. And so even at the time, the people in Grand Rapids didn't want to confront that.
A plaque put up in the 90s where the theater used to be to commemorate the work of the civil rights activists has since been relocated. The story is now housed at the Grand Rapids Public Museum only.
So you see his photo up there.
While the story is in few textbooks, the impact of Bolden and Green's work is evident.
But I do think it's an important milestone, one that we can look back on with a little bit of hope and pride, and sort of remember the important steps and sacrifices that people had to take to get us further down the path to where we are today.
It was the late Nelson Mandela who once said, "Education is a weapon you can use to change the world." And we hope the black stories we've shared over the last 30 minutes inspire you to do just that, like all those that came before you.
Because there's so much power in knowing who you are and where you come from. Happy Black History Month, West Michigan. From all of us here at Wood TV, have a great evening.